See that? 11 hours. Whoa. So the good news is I have finished editing and all that sort of good stuff, and I'm in a fairly great place when it comes to sleep because, well, I've had an enormous amount. The bad news is I'm in a bit of a rush because I want to have a quick run, a shower, and then we're going out. Very quick run. Come on. There we go. Do some stretches. Start. That was a shock to the system. Keeping about a week since I last went for a run, and that's exactly what it felt like. A week to 10 days. Oh yeah, it's a nice looking tractor. Come on, let's get you in the car, chicken. Exercise does make you feel so much better. He's fast asleep. Soph has gone to do a quick bit of shopping at Waitrose, and while I'm waiting for him to wake up. It's always easier if he wakes up on his own. This is hilarious. We're just having coffee, waiting for Jasper to wake up. He's always such a delight when he wakes up, isn't he, So? To be fair, he's actually fine in the morning. It's just when he wakes up during the day. So where's this vintage fair? So it was a wedding fair. I don't think we need that, do we? He wants to go somewhere. You want to go to the park? Yes, I know that. Oh, look, Jasper. What's that? What's that?
It's a big bus.
And where do you think that bus is?
In London.
That's right, well done. We're going to the park, Jasper. Just try and keep your moaning under control for a few more minutes. I was going to talk today about the similarity between running and the adoption of EVs, but it's a bit noisy here. Whoa, big bumps! Big bumps everywhere! Can't do this in a real car, can you?
Thank you for riding with us today.
That was so fun! Yeah. Out you get, chicken. Let's go find Mummy. Hey, hey.
Whoa, okay, that
There you go. Whoa, that's so high. Keep bouncing. There you go. Whoa. Oh yeah. Hey Jazzy, going for a little plane flight? Spoilt. But he does work hard for a living. He does. Was that good, Jasper? That was some seriously expensive fun. But you know, normally we go to these things and we spend like literally nothing. So that made a nice change, I think. And Jasper's never been on any of those rides before, so it's a learning experience. So yeah, I was busy dying on the running machine earlier, and I thought to myself, you know what, actually, during a run, you start off and it's like not so bad, then it kind of, you settle into it and you think, oh, this is okay, you know, it's not brilliant, but it's okay. And then it gets really, really painful. You kind of get to the point where you finish and you're like, wow, that was amazing. How did I ever consider not going for a run? And I think there's some similarities there with, you know, the adoption curve for EVs. To begin with, there's sort of people who make an effort, shall we say. You know, they enjoy the fact that they're trailblazers using the newest technology, even if it isn't 100%, how do I put this? Not got the same utility, shall we say, as what it's replacing. And then it kind of gets painful, you know, in that you're trying to convert people who, you know, aren't necessarily, what's that? You going in? Jasper, I don't want this moaning, otherwise we're going home.
Right, do you want to
We've decided Jasper's too tired for eating out tonight. God, Jasper really is having a proper meltdown. He's had a lot of fun, but I think he's just got himself a little bit tired. And he's back on that I want an ice cream wagon. You know, and what do you do with a small child when they just insist? I suppose you just have to kind of hold your ground. So, you know, you get to the slightly more painful stage where people who are perhaps less forgiving need to be convinced to actually drive the cars. And, you know, that's actually where a lot of the sort of problems get overcome. But there's often sort of teething troubles. But then eventually, it's a bit like when everyone's driving cars, you know, they look back and go, how did anyone ever drive around on a horse and cars? But of course, that's what people used to do. It's going to be the same with EVs. After a little while, people are going to look back and think to themselves, hey, how did anyone ever put up with those smelly, dirty petrol and diesel cars? To be honest, I'm already there. He's too tired to listen, Soph.
He has been spoiled, grumpy little monkey.
He always gets this way when he's tired.
Well, this needs to stop.
Yep, that's why we're going home, Jasper. I've just been reading online about how Tesla are offering VIP factory tours, which is actually going to also include a Model 3, presumably production intent, private viewing to people who have made a certain number of referrals. And lo and behold, about an hour later, an email popped through inviting me to that very same event. So that's fantastic. Thank you very much everyone who's used my referral code. That's very helpful. I would love to go to this. There is one small problem, however. It's just a little bit, you know, far away. And what's normally, if something's a long way away, I just jump in my car and drive there. In this particular case, that's not going to work because of, you know, the Atlantic Ocean. It's one of the major downsides, I think, to actually not being in California. I mean, if I was in more or less anywhere in the US, I would go to this. I really would. I would just get in my car and drive there. I just don't think I can justify the cost of the ticket. I mean, if I go on my own, it's going to cost over £1,000. Well over £1,000. If I go with Soph, it's going to cost it's going to be a whole holiday. This will have to be our summer holiday. And I have to get everything organised and signed off and, you know, RSVP'd by the 10th of May if we want to go. So, yeah. It's a real bummer, and it's one of the major downsides to not being in the US when it comes to Tesla is most of the really interesting events, like really, really interesting ones, are not cheap and easy to get to, shall we say. On the upside, what's the upside? They will also give me a sort of open-ended, you know, factory tour ticket, so, you know, instead, which, okay, is nothing like as interesting, but, you know, I can use that whenever we do next go over to California. And also the other thing is, of course, I very much doubt they're going to let me, you know, cart my camera around. Private viewing for Model 3, just me and a few thousand of my closest subscribers. Yeah, I would love to go. I'm going to go to one of these things they invite me to at some point. I really am. Anyway, I better get on because I've got lots of editing to do. I'm currently trying to edit up my dad's most recent episode, which is all about the Red Arrow Hawks. Hopefully by the time you see this, that will be online already, so go check that out, link in the description. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you've enjoyed today's vlog post. If you have, remember to like it, share it and subscribe if you haven't already, and follow me on Instagram if you don't already. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next installment of my daily vlog. Bye! Yeah.
You just said that was so much fun bouncing really high. Do you want to say it again to the camera?
Yeah, that's a professional vlogger's son.